Hello, folks. This is Stacy Yanchuk-Oleksy. I'm the CEO of Money Mentors, and today we're talking about understanding your business finances. So, income statements, balance sheets, and more. Why financial literacy matters. Well, it's important to know if you're making money or not losing it, right? It allows you to make better decisions because now you have data, right? You've got the numbers around your pricing, your spending, as well as your savings. Okay, it's easier at tax time, and it allows you, hopefully, some access to funding opportunities. And it'll also bring you peace of mind and confidence once you know your financial statements. The three must-have financial statements that you should, well, obviously have, and that are crucial that you understand. So your income statement, so AKA your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, as well as your cash flow statement. What your income statement shows, okay? It shows revenue minus expenses equals profit or loss, okay? So it includes your revenue, so your sales, your contracts, your services, the costs of goods sold or services, right? Your operating expenses, so marketing, travel, software, etc., even your rent, okay? And then once you've, revenue minus expenses equals, whether you are making a net profit or you have a net loss. Okay. And we recommend that you review these monthly, okay, to understand your business's performance. A sample here, okay, and this is obviously very, very simple, but if I had $5,000 of revenue and I had $3,500 of expenses, then my net profit is $1,500. Okay, that's as basic as it gets. And then obviously, as you have more revenue and expense items, right, your statement will look a little more complicated than this. The balance sheet. Okay, what it's showing you is what you own, your assets, versus what you owe, your liabilities, and what's left. So that's the equity. Okay, so the formula is assets plus equity, it's liabilities plus equity equals your assets. Okay, so your assets can include cash in the bank, equipment if you own it, okay, debt or credit cards, okay, and owner's investments or drawings. So again, a very simple balance sheet. So my assets in this example would be my bank account at $3,000. I own a laptop for $1,000. So my total assets are $4,000. But my liabilities, okay, what I owe out there, I have $1,000 on a credit card. Okay, and that means I have $3,000 of equity. 4,000 minus 1,000 equals 3,000. Okay. And then a bonus, knowing your cash flow. Okay. Cash flow is money in minus money out. It's literally the cash flowing in and out. Okay. So what it allows you to do is track, when is money coming in? Like when and how often are you paid? Your frequency, how much, when to expect payments, right? And then what's going out? What are the bills you have to pay and when? Okay. Even if you're profitable, okay, poor cash flow can sink a business, right? You need to have enough cash flow to sustain the business. Okay. Some tips for financial success. We've talked about in this program, separating personal and business finances, right? Because they often get joined up, when we're in business. Track everything. It is better to write everything down and then you realize you don't need it than to need it and not have written it down. So you can use tools like Wave, QuickBooks, or even a spreadsheet. Pen and paper works just fine too if you kick it old school. Save for your taxes. Okay, it's crucial that you're saving a good 25 to 30% for income taxes and CPP. Review your statements monthly just so you know what's going on. You have a real pulse on, your business. And don't wait until tax time to look at your numbers, right? That can be a really stressful time. Look at it on a monthly basis. It'll allow you to predict, and plan for your business and also respond to things as they happen. Okay. Some resources and tools. Okay. There are a variety of free bookkeeping tools that you can use. So, download those. Financial coaching through Money Mentors. We're certainly available to help you. The Canadian Revenue Agency business tax resources. They've got some really good resources there. And then variety of online workshops and templates. There's a ton of information out there, in the world, in the web. And some final thoughts. It's really important that you understand that you don't need to be an accountant. Now, if you are, that's great. But if you're not, that's okay. but you do need to understand your numbers. Okay. So knowing your finances equals running your business, not your business running you. And I think that's important, right? Even if you're scared by the numbers, take a deep breath, have a big glass of water and be curious about it. Be that entrepreneur that just really knows their numbers and their business. It'll help you out in the long run. And then truly, if you need some help, reach out. You're not alone. And especially if you're a solopreneur or, just one or two of you in the business, it can feel very isolating. So reach out for help if you need that. Thank you, everyone, for attending our webinar. We do appreciate your attendance. A big thanks to TD Bank for their support for our Fresh program. Thank you. And thank you, folks, for attending our webinar.